Anywho, how do you do? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So we're doing something different this week. We're gonna do some drawing tutorials, taking a break from our webcomic making series. What I want you to do, the first thing, is type in something you know about webcomics or something you want to know about webcomics. So, let me introduce myself. I'm Cammy Cam. This is my YouTube channel where I am a comic book artist and I share comic book making tips. And we make comics! Yes! Woohoo! So, we have this wonderful book by one of my favorite artists, manga and anime artist named Christopher Hart. And I love his books because when I was a kid, right, when I was a wee little girl, I found his books and they taught me how to draw. And I've been hooked on his books, and I've read other books, but it's just something about Christopher Hart, his style, the way he breaks things down, has just always resonated and stuck with me for years and years. So in today's video, we are going to walk through this book. Let's take a gander, shall we? So to start off, I actually want to do something different. And I was like, oh, let's start with page 1. Let's start with the back of the book. Do you think we can handle that? Let's see what's on the last page of the book and then decide. All right, you ready? Okay. I'm nervous because you know, it could be intense, it could be overwhelming, but I feel like if you shoot high, so like this is the plan, okay? We see the back of the book, right? The backside, the apex of the story. Then how it all ends, right? Then we're gonna go back to the beginning, and then we work our way up, and then we can compare how did we do the first time, and then how did we do the second time, okay? And then of course we're always gonna put our own razzle dazzle, our own spin and interpretation on the art. So ready? Let's begin. So here we are, the back of the book, drawing your favorite characters in minutes. So who's ready to make some art with me? Okay, ready? We've got our index. We've got Daydreamers. So this is the piece. This is the art. All right, check it out. Check it out. Very cute, very adorable. Here, our couple is involved in a deep existential conversation, which will momentarily be interrupted by the boy's comment. Want to get pizza? The mystery of life thrown under the bus for a slice of pepperoni. It's gonna be great. So we are going to, so these are his steps. We've got our basic structure. Then we're adding some general details, and then we're adding more details. So let us begin. All right, it is official. I am in need of a new phone stand because I had the perfect setup and then it fell over twice. So here we are, beginning our drawing tutorial. So if we look at our reference, where do we begin? So we can start with the girl or we can start with the guy. Let's start with the girl. One thing that always makes me nervous about drawing is that I draw too big. And when I draw up too big, then I run into issues of like, oh, it's too big, and then I gotta erase. So we're just gonna draw as much as we can and then go from there. Whew, goodness. Okay, I think we're just gonna do both. This way we can get like proportions, angles, the story right. So the female, we draw the circle for the head. We're gonna draw these two angles coming down, and then like this, like this. Now, I think for this, I'm actually gonna use some of my own OCs instead of drawing these exact characters. Now, one thing I do differently than I see Christopher Hart do, if we look at his book, he goes straight into like the shapes and structure of the figure. I do the stick figures first and then the shape and structure. So our stick figures look like, okay, we've got a short neck because she's laying down. So then I do our shoulder muscles, or what are these things called that go connect the deltoids, ending with some shoulder circles. Okay, where are her hands? So we've got our biceps, One hand is on her belly. Oh, I should hold it in frame so you can see what the heck is she talking about. And look, I can already tell I drew too big. For hands, I do like a trapezoidy type shape. The other hand, so the bicep. So elbow to elbow, it's coming down. The hand is out and it's going to the shoulder. Then we do the rest of the body, coming down, coming down. Okay, this is where our waist will be, our pelvis. I usually do like a what's that, a pentagon. Leg 1, leg 2. Okay, that's our female. And yeah, definitely drew too big because the rest of the legs are cut off. But that's okay, keep rolling. All right, now time for the male. So we're doing the circle. Guys tend to have a wider face, so instead of coming down to a point, we're gonna come down to like more of a box shape. Now in this picture, he don't really got a neck, so we're just gonna do like a short line, and then deltoids, deltoids, shoulders, shoulders. I feel like this is gonna have him elbowing her in the head, and I feel bad about that. But since we drew big anyways, you know, go big, go home. I would honestly be drawing this digitally because then I could easily resize my canvas. But since I cannot resize my canvas, here we are. So where's his waist in comparison to hers? Hers is here, his is here. So they're kind of aligned. So that's cool. I'm going to have his tilted because they're laying like heads together. And for the guy, we're just going to do a box. Make sure it's even on both sides because, you know, legs, anatomy. Okay. Stick figures complete. If you're jingling in the background, that's my hair. Okay, now we're going to add on our shapes. Woo! Okay. So we do our neck. I try to go curved lines. Guys got thicker necks. He's muscular. You know, I'm gonna be bouncing back and forth. I know I said I wasn't, but I am. And I lied. Please forgive me. Okay. Torso, chest, waist. Oh gosh. I don't know. I haven't drawn in a while and that's why I'm feeling rusty. Leg. Okay. Hip, leg, hip, leg. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now do, oh my gosh, because you got to get the knees. Oh, well, you know, this was nice while it lasted. And if you enjoyed this form of self-imposed torture, please come back again next week where we will be struggling through another topic and another project. I guess I'm treating this mainly as my warm-up sketch. I recently finished my Me Versus series, which was well received. A lot of likes. So if you've seen it, that's great. If you want to see how it was done, let me know. Comment below. I'll do a special one just for you. What is one of your biggest struggles as an artist? What are your challenges? What are the challenges you are facing? Okay. So, age, let's just keep them young. All right, she's basically done. This is it. She's finished. Now, for him. I wish there wasn't so much of a glare. Like, I need a thingy to tilt it. But let's add those guidelines for the face, middle, eyes, nose, mouth. I actually feel like I've drawn something similar before, but I was like back when I was either in college or high school, but it's very similar. And I've only just got this book within the last, I don't know how many years. The pandemic was 2020, 2019 for some of us. So, not that long. I'll pull it out and maybe post a photo of it at the end of like what I had drawn, if I even know where that sketchbook is, because I have a nasty habit of throwing away things. Don't be like me. Don't throw away your old art. Yeah, she's basically like laying on that elbow. That's her elbow now. Too bad that pizza slice ruins the moment. And 1, 2, 3. Add some more shoulder because I feel like anatomy says do that. And there we go. Basic structure done. So yeah, do I add an extra step that some may find unnecessary? I don't know. You tell me. But for me, it's all a part of the process. Because this is supposed to be a 5-minute sketch. And we're already in 7 minutes. Next. Now the rest of it is all about those razzle dazzles. The clothes, the hair, the facial expression. So, let's get into it. I'm going to zoom in. All right. Let's do face first. So let's go with our traditional anime girl. And what I do is I try to do one thing and then I go to the other one. That way I try to keep symmetry. I struggle a lot, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. Top lip, bottom lip, nose, eyes. This eye is definitely different, but we're gonna roll with it. Just add little anime shimmies. Okay, let's give her some lashes. I don't like that these eyes are different sizes, but okay, basic face is done. His face. Okay, we're gonna give him more of a straight, thicker, angular eyebrows. Okay, give him kind of those man eyes where they're a little more smooth, a little more flat. Not so expressive. What do they call them back in the day? Bishiji? Bishishi? Yeah, something like that. He's smiling too. Crooked smile, but yeah. Oh, whoa. That was messed up. Didn't even notice it. Why? Because I looked away. Ooh. I don't know. It's a warm-up. It's gonna look crazy. All right? It's gonna look crazy. And that's okay. And you have to be willing to embrace the crazy. And there's the lip. Ooh, I don't like this smile. I look like I can't trust him because his smile is crooked. And so for those reasons, I'm out. Okay, there we go. Nice, simple, friendly guy smile. Okay. Now we're going in with our female and her hair. You already know what I'm gonna draw. You already know what it is. Afro power, baby. Afro power. So we're gonna do the roots. Nice little light squiggly. I'm gonna add some ears. Okay. Too big. I try to keep the ears about from where the nose is where they stop, and then to the eyebrow. So I guess that actually fits because her eyes are so big. Her ears must be big too. Okay, all right. And then for the afro, we're gonna go above the head. We're gonna try to keep the same like squiggle-like texture. I recently saw a video where somebody was talking about their hair growing in a heart shape, and I was like, my hair grows in a heart shape too. So we're gonna try to make her afro heart shaped. Can you see it? Can you see it? All right, let's erase the guidelines we don't need. Okay. Perfect. Kind of. Almost. Moving on to the male figure. I don't know what kind of hairstyle, but dreads are speaking to me. But I've already drawn a lot of dreads recently with my Stardust Warriors, so I'm gonna do the same thing for the guy. The nose and the eyebrows is where the ears go. So 1 and 2. And now I'm gonna give him a nice shape up. So I found out this thing recently. Well, I've been like studying the people around me, and like the shape up, right, is gonna go kind of like 3/4 of the eyebrow is where that box is gonna start, and then you come around. Then you're gonna curve to the C. And that's your shape up. It looks clean. It looks good. Let's make it a high top. You know, keep it like curly on it like that, and then we erase the guidelines. They already look so cute together. Look at them. Youthful, full of life. They don't even have names yet. I'm loving it. I'm loving it so very much. Okay. Clothes, outfit. That's where it can get challenging. It can get, I guess you could say, dicey. But the more and more I'm leaning into it, I kind of want them to be this one set of characters I have, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, okay? Let's do some... So I'm deepening this line because it's like the wrinkle in the shirt. Okay. Here. All right. Oh my gosh. I'm loving it already. Once you add in, like, once you have that main structure, everything else just flows naturally. You know, he wears like bracelets on his arms because he's the cool kind of guy. Yeah. And this is his shirt. He wears. Does his shirt have a design? Maybe it doesn't. Okay, that's him and his shirt. Where did our reference go? I don't even know, but that's his shirt. Okay, we'll come back to that. All right, let's go over to our female. What is she wearing? I like dresses and skirts, so I'm gonna put her in a dress and skirt. Some would say this is a cop-out because it's easy to draw a dress and skirt. It's basically an A-line, but we're moving forward, okay? All right. Gosh, because fashion, like, to be an artist is to study fashion. So we're gonna go with a nice scoop neckline. Okay, erase the guidelines we don't need. I'm definitely gonna go back and do this digitally and offer y'all a speed paint. Let's give her a necklace because she's sweet. Okay, little charmed necklace. Let's go with so in the original she is wearing a sweater and I'm like, that's cute, but that's not what we want to do. We want to put our own spin on it, so we're gonna leave the sweater off. And now we're going to just go for the dress. So I think it'll be like a t-shirt dress. And I feel like that's going to be perfect. So we're going to just darken the line where her breasts are. Add a little ruching here. Add the sleeves. Okay. Sleeves look great. And now we're just coming down for the body. We erase the guidelines we don't need. It's really like an erase as you go. Okay, now she's laying down, so this skirt should not be so tight to her body, so we're gonna come further out. Okay, and we'll come down to the knee. Now with the legs, because we're erasing so many guidelines, we can erase all of this, all of that, erase it. We're gonna put a fold here where her top leg is, and a second fold here. Okay, come here, add a fold, or like I guess a wrinkle, and then go up and over. And there she is. Look at them. Look at them looking adorable. Okay, so this is my version. Oh dang, I forgot his pants. He's got no pants. Okay, calm down. Let's just look at the reference. What do we got here? What do pants look like? Okay, so we've got some wrinkles right here in the crotch region. Okay, where the pants kind of, they bunch. Okay, coming down on the pocket, bunching, down, bunching, down, bunching, you know, because it's like relaxed, laying down. Okay, let's add his pockets. I'm almost gonna just copy these pants because I really like this design, this like crinkle cut pocket look. We go all the way across for the belt. We do the zipper. My foot fell asleep, y'all, and I am in so much excruciating pain. But there he is. Okay, I definitely could have added more ruffles to the shirt. So that's a comparison and contrast. Technically, our drawing is done. We're done. You can just add some leaves, some shadows. This is done. Things I wish I'd done differently. Stuck more to the clothes, gave it more dimension. But I think as a beginner or first time, this is great. Now you may be asking, but what about the hands? Don't worry, I got you. This is how you do it. Okay, hands are like needles. Where you draw the lines you want them to be, and then over top of that, you do that. So this is what we got, right? And that thumb. And then with it, I can just do that. That's a thumb. That's a finger. That's a finger. That's a finger. And that's a finger. I erase the guidelines. And I know we've kind of lost most of it, but I erase a lot. Erase heavy. And just go back over everything. And with female hands, I tend to curve towards the end. And that's cool. And I can add a little gapping where it looks too thick. Ta-da! Hand is done. But what about this hand? Same principle. You've already got your basic structure. You can add a line for your thumb. How her fingers are curled down. We've got one long. These two are together. And there's the pinky. We're curving under. We are... Hold up. I lied. That pinky looked weird. I shouldn't have started with the pinky. Let's start with the thumb. Okay, thumb. You could almost draw like little cocktail sausages for the rest of the hands. Do like an M. Put them together. Draw a split in the middle. There you go. I draw the little thing, like the poem, the meaty pot. And that's that hand. Is it the best? No, it is not. Does she need some accessories? I think she does. So we'll give her... Let's do some bracelets here. Let's do some big bangled earrings. Okay, here's our finish. Ta-da! Check it out. They look so cute, so youthful. Definitely want to go back and do this digitally, adding in our fun details like the grass and everything. But drawing is fun, drawing is easy. We start with our skeleton, we build our shapes, and then it's all about details. You can use how to draw books like this one as we work through. I think every other week would be good doing a drawing tutorial. So come back next week where we will start at the beginning. And yeah, it did take longer than 5 minutes, but I think the more you do something, the better you get. So stay tuned, stay blessed. Come back next week where we'll be back on our web comic making series. I can't wait to see you there. Make sure to like, comment your favorite thing about today's video, and stay tuned, stay blessed. I love y'all. Bye.